Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue.
Hey, good Saturday morning. I do that in Spanish, but Shelby just did the countdown in Spanish, and I can do that. Two dos, I think. But anyway, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Frank Barton sitting in as he does every third Saturday. And as you can tell, yes, I am back in the studio for the second week as I continue my journey with cancer. And I, again, appreciate all you folks out there that text, emails, calls, cards. It's really been wonderful. And one of the wonderful things that happened to me on Thursday, besides waking up, that's good, but going to my doctor and getting approval to go to Nashville on Friday for a very important event that I've attended as a guest, but never as an honoree. And the gentleman on the line here says he thought I'd won it before, but I hadn't. But I was really honored Friday to be named the Conservation Communicator of the Year by the Tennessee Wildlife Federation. It was a wonderful luncheon at the Loveless Cafe Barn. My wife was able to attend. I had a table of 10. And the man that puts this thing together, well, I don't know. He runs it, that's for sure. And that's our good friend Mike Butler, Executive Director of the Tennessee Wildlife Federation. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Larry. Good to see you. Frank, good to hear from you again, too.
Yes.
Always enjoy coming back on the show, Larry. It's a treat. And I'll just say, we've been giving out Conservation Achievement Awards since 1965. And as far as I'm aware, we're the only conservation organization that does these kinds of awards on an annual basis in Tennessee. And that, you represent decades of hard work and playing an important role in communication. So the committee didn't have to debate or deliberate very long at all to say, hey, this guy deserves it. He's been in the saddle for a long time and he's made an impact. So let's honor him.
Well, it was a wonderful time. You guys have it down. Starts at noon, ends at 1:15. And the event itself, Mike, the setting, you might describe to my listeners, because it's a wonderful setting. A lot of people know the Loveless Cafe for its great meals and things, but that barn is a wonderful facility, isn't it?
Well, it is, and that whole area is a throwback to when you didn't have interstates.
Yes, it's right there on Highway 100.
It was a local spot.
Yeah.
It used to be a hotel.
Yes, it did.
They had hotel room. It was like a motor lodge back in the day, and on Highway 100 when people would travel from Memphis to Nashville or down in Hardeman County to Nashville. And it was an important stop along the way, and it's been able to survive and persist. And they added a venue behind it in a big barn, and they do a great job catering it. So, we had about 140, 150 people there yesterday. And, former U.S. Senator and Majority Leader Bill Frist, his wife Tracy.
That's right.
Won an award.
Yeah.
You were in some really tall cotton.
I was in some tall cotton when I saw Mark Goodland and knew Mark won that Wildlife Conservationist. That's a great honor for Mark, who spent so many years at TWRA. And I went down through this list. It was there yesterday. Besides Senator Frist, this is, I felt like I felt so humble. I felt small. I felt like 3'5", because just to be there. And 57 years, Mike, that's a long time.
It is a long time. And, Larry, there are not many guys like you that were back in that heyday of outdoor riding.
That's right.
Technology has disrupted your profession as much as anything.
Yes, it has.
And we still have communications that go on today in different formats. But it says a lot that you've been able to navigate all that, and you're still very relevant in the outdoor space and in outdoor communications, which, that speaks to your adaptability and stick-to-itiveness. And frankly, we need – I think about it this way.
All right.
Our organization was created by two groups of people.
Yep.
Successful business people that were passionate outdoors people and conservationists, hunters and anglers,
right,
and outdoor writers.
That's right. Yeah.
They were the fuel behind the movement that started in 1937 at the Mayflower Hotel.
Wow.
With the first Wildlife Congress for North America.
Yeah.
And that trickled into all of our states, and we're no different here in Tennessee.
Well, when I look back and I tell people when I was the outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal, that's a newspaper in case any of y'all didn't know nowadays, but in those days, I was only the fourth outdoor editor in 100 years at the Commercial Appeal. And I followed the great Nash Buckingham, the great Henry Reynolds, and it was the outdoors was important, and it is still important, isn't it, Mike? I mean,
well, it is, and you mentioned Nash. Nash was one of our founding members.
He was. He founded Ducks Unlimited, didn't he? I mean, he's one of the founders of Ducks Unlimited.
Well, he was a major force back in those days as an outdoor writer.
Yes.
And I've got a letter that he wrote. I've got a funny letter that he wrote complaining about quail regulations.
Do you really?
That he signed in his own hand. It's framed in our front foyer here back when he was on the board. And
yes.
Just it was a different time and age, but the issues are still similar. And again, I think being able to navigate 57 years and still be relevant and making a difference like you still do today, that deserves an award.
Well,
there are very few people that can pull that off.
Well, I wanted you to get on this morning, Mike, and I know you've had a busy week putting the banquet together. I appreciate you, buddy, and it was a wonderful experience yesterday. I was glad my health allowed me to be there, and because you guys have, I tip my hat to this great honor list. Folks, you can go to my website, lroutdoors.com. It's got the complete list. You can go to, give me your website, Mike. What is that again?
TN, as in Tennessee, TNWF.
That's it.
.org.
That's it, folks. And, and listen and look at all of Mike, I appreciate you, buddy. Again, thank you for the honor. I was humbled by it, and you guys continue the great work. Okay, Mike?
Well, it was great to see you, Larry. I'm so happy that your health is picked back up and you were able to attend, and we look forward to working with you for a long time in the future.
Oh, man, I couldn't do without you guys. Thanks, Mike. Have a great day. All right? Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Mike Butler, Executive Director, Tennessee Wildlife Federation. And, I don't like to blow my own smoke because I don't even smoke. But, sometimes Frank, you like to be, patted on the back, particularly when you're down sometimes. And
it was a very nice recognition and well-deserved.
Well, I appreciate that. And well-deserved, these three guys. We want to be talking to them. They're in the studio. They haven't left yet. Two of them are asleep. But we're going to get them up here in just a minute. We got Anthony Landreth over there, J.R. Sweat, and we got Hoot Hazelgrove over here. We got 4 minutes in this segment. And I got to come back to you, okay? The turkey season, I missed it, okay? I know someday I'll tell you about my first turkey I shot. It's a very unusual experience. It deserves probably Academy Award. But I know you, health problems, all these things, you wanted to do that 25th year, didn't you?
Correct. And I did. And I'll do it again next year.
So your treatments are continuing.
Believe it or not, it went from 16, I say spots.
Yes.
It went from 16 back down to 3, and because of a tornado that hit at Blackwater.
It did, didn't it?
I'm talking about a bad one.
Yeah, you couldn't hardly get out. You were stuck just about.
I was going to northwest Augusta, Georgia.
Yes.
And the interim between when the hunters left from the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning to the new hunters that come in Wednesday afternoon.
Was blocked.
Correct. That was my time right there. And after the tornado,
your spots went away after the tornado.
We started having two cancellations, and Terry talked to me. He said, "Man, we got a dad and a daughter coming, and but we've got 2 cancellations, so these possibly could be your last hunters." And I said, "Thank you very much." So when I went for that, on that Wednesday afternoon, I informed them.
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, you need to hang around here an extra 45 minutes." I said, "That's fine."
You can handle 45 minutes.
They brought the head pulmonologist in of that center.
Yes.
And the administrator got down to 3 nodules.
3 nodules.
And they said, and I couldn't take the next treatment there. It's going to be in Jackson, Tennessee. Well, they're sending the disc or CDs or whatever it is to that pulmonologist, but they wanted my approval that they could put me and my status and all the everything going on with the medications I was taking
Yeah.
in their medical journal.
Really?
I said, go for it.
So you are now in the journal.
Yeah, I reckon.
You are in the journal?
Yeah.
You're in the journal.
Yeah.
Your journal is amazing there. So, well, I don't deal with spots, but I deal with something else. I can tell you that. So, again, let's take a break. We're going to Mark Rose now. We are going. We got 2 minutes? I can talk some more 2 minutes? Okay. All right. Anthony.
Yes.
What you got on next week? On the podcast
we're
next
supposed
week.
to have two. JR was bringing in two guests.
Yeah,
Lou Williams was one of them.
Lou's coming in.
Lou Williams and
And I heard a butt over there.
Nikki Bridges.
They're not going to be able to make it next week.
Oh.
So
y'all just going to
it'll
talk?
probably be myself, JR, Parrish Elliott, and Bubba.
Okay. Well, Bubba can talk.
Oh, yeah.
Bubba's got all the rules down. Yeah. I have a Bubba Spencer folder if you ever need to see it. You know, I've got.
I'd like to look at that.
No, Bubba would too. No, but that's every Tuesday night, 7:00.
Yeah.
1 hour.
Tennessee Outside.
Now,
Facebook Live show.
Now, can people come by and
Actually, we had some there the other night. I mean, the first night we started at our new place, of course.
It's a wonderful
Bill
facility.
Dance was there.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, I've known Bill. Bill Jr., one of my best friends, but I've known Bill Jr. since I was in second.
I know you did.
4th grade, and he was in the second.
Well, because one of them took that twice, didn't he? I mean, that's
yeah.
right. Okay.
Bud did.
Bud did. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Go to Facebook Live. Look up.
Yeah. Tennessee Outside.
That's it. Tennessee Outside.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you will learn something. It's laid back. I enjoy it. Maybe when I get back in the saddle, so to speak. Right now I'm riding side saddle, I think.
Yeah.
I'd like to come back over.
Well, you got an open invitation.
And talk to you guys.
We ended up last week going over all the final turkey numbers for the season.
Yeah, and they were a little down.
About 8.6%.
But I saw Arkansas's total. They killed a little over 7,000 in Arkansas.
Oklahoma's was terrible, 4,200.
4,200. Wow. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll see if we can hook up with the fishing church over in Wynne, Arkansas with Mark Rose. We'll be right back.